Hey, Shalom Akim. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. And I want to entitle this one, There's Still Light Out There, or something to that extent, you know. There's still light out there in Texas. And you can see, amidst all that's going on, the Lord's men are still out there, all right, standing so stiffly for the name of the Lord, all right, in a bitter cold, all right, with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you know, and I normally I like watching these, the brothers on Fridays or whatever, and hey, that's just the confirmation that them brothers is okay, which they were going in, they were talking about things that they've seen, since they're down there, they see it firsthand, and they were speaking about how you had grown ass men crying because of how cold it was, okay. Meanwhile, as the brother watching the brother out there in Dallas, the elder Yatazak, and he was saying how brought a beautiful point of how in the ancient world, a man was known by how many winters he could endure. Okay. But as I was thinking about this lesson, I was thinking about the light and out there, what we all know about the rolling blackouts and how when those lights came on, I was thinking about it like how important, whether it been for 10 minutes or 1 hour, how important that time was. All right. You wasn't fooling around. You wasn't, trying to get on the game for 10 minutes. Nah, man. You was probably, trying to charge your phone, trying to look for batteries, trying to light a candle. Or during the daytime where it was a little bit more light out, you were doing things, um, you were doing the most important activities throughout the day. Okay. And that's how it's supposed to be. All right. That you see the Akim out there. You're supposed to be asking the most important questions. You're supposed to be the most intrigued. All right. Because the light won't always be with you. All right. With Yahweh Shai, who the world only calls Jesus Christ, the understanding his Holy Spirit that he left upon the world through his apostles, through his disciples, are the light. Okay. As a matter of fact, when you go to the book of one of my favorite precepts, Yahweh Shai, he confirmed it to his disciples from the very beginning. He said, Matthew 5:13. It says 5:14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Now, if you were in a dark place, all right, if you were in a dark place, what would be the best place to go to see, right? What would be right? It would be right under that candle to to read and stuff like that. So this place being dark, which spiritually this place is dark, and physically, out there and over there in Texas is dark. So it would be the best place to hide yourself. All right. It would be the best place to get understanding on what's going on. All right. Mental fortitude will be what? Under that light, under the disciples that the Lord sent out there, which he told us, all right, in the scriptures. He said what? He sent them out by twos to go into the highways and hedges. I believe that's Matthew's 10th chapter. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and they giveth light to all that are in the house. So this is opportune time for you to go out there and listen. Why? Because as things are happening, we're telling you, all right? So it's not like, it's not like we lying, all right? So it will behoove you to see what comes next, Hey, best believe you'll have certain, like, I was watching this video that came up on my, I, I don't know if it was a trending, because I definitely wasn't subscribed to this channel, so I'm guessing this lady got a lot of views, but she was talking about how you make your own candles, you know? And of course that's even the people in the comment board was saying that that's the most you know, most important news or the most important videos, especially in these times. You know, and I'm over here in Jersey, but hey, who's to say this shit can happen over here? You know? Hey, we all know Esau, through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you know, is playing his hand. So it says, reading on, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. All right? Which ultimately the elect is going to receive it. All right? Because they're the ones that have eyes, according to Matthew 13. Okay? But all men, you know, they're going to have an opportunity to receive that light. The scriptures say it rains upon the just as well as the unjust. Okay? This is the book of yep, John 8 and 12. Just going to read through different precepts here. Yeah, okay. I don't know why that froze the picture, but anyway, it says John 8 and 12. Then spake Yahushai. As long as it's still recording, that's all that matters. Then spake Yahushua again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. You know? So brothers, you know, was meditating upon the precepts in those times. You know, those 2 or 3 days they were without power. You know, and they wasn't really bugging out because they know it's gonna get rough. It's gonna get way worse than this, man. You know, that's the thing. It's gonna get way worse than this. Okay? That's just a tidbit. You know? Imagine being without food, alright, without water, cold as hell. Alright. Gurga troops, you know, walking through your neighborhoods. Alright, wild beasts. Alright, it's gonna get way worse than that for you 2/3 because you chose not to receive the light. Alright? So now you're gonna receive the death of the wicked. You know, those that dwell in darkness. Okay? As a matter of fact, you know what was that? I think that's in Psalms. Yeah, 34 and 21. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. Okay? All these people, best believe, you know, bro's been out there for years, man, throughout Houston, Texas, San Antonio, different portions of Texas, telling you what time it is, telling you to get right, but you scoffed and scorned at the Lord. You know? Proverbs 1 and 24, 1 and 23. Slakia. Let's start at 1 and 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Now wisdom is the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, as I mentioned, passed down the spirit unto his men. The book of Jeremiah 3:15 tells you that. Okay? So it says, she crieth in the chief place of concourse. You can't miss her. All right? You can't miss that light. You know? You're going to put the light in what? The middle of the room. All right? You know, to where everybody can see it. All right? To where it's beneficial to everybody. And the openings of the gates, and actually going into the chief place of concourse, when you go into lighting, all right, like spotlights and stuff like that. Um, normally, well, the higher you put the light, the more area it covers. All right. So if the Most High put us on a hill, or he put us in a chief place of concourse, we cover more, right? And the openings of the gates, all right, meaning what? You will have to pass us to get to where you gotta go. There's no excuse. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refuse. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regardeth. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and will none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Okay? There was a lady, which I believe the brother out there in Vegas, that was the brother, he had did a lesson on how, it was one of the brothers, I can't remember. But basically, you had one lady, she just moved to Texas maybe about 3 months back or whatever. All right? Then, I want to say 2 weeks ago, her mom died from like cancer or something, you know? And then a pipe bust in which, broke down the ceiling and destroyed her house, all her belongings. All right. And that was the beginning of her sorrows, man, because the Lord didn't take her out, you know. But it says, then shall they call upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Right? And they're gonna be looking for the prophets. But the Lord said, well, he's gonna make our tongue cleave to the roof of our mouth, that we will not be reprover to them. Okay? The Most High, hey, he's gonna tell us, as it said in Isaiah 26:20. All right? Come up into my chambers. All right? Basically meaning what? Get behind me. All right? Which coming up into the Lord's chambers, is coming into, the Lord put us in his chariots, while he allowed the missiles to rain down upon the wicked. It says, that's what that means. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh. They were none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. You know? And hey, as Christians say, another one of my favorite ones, no. Yeah, okay. It says, wherefore is there a price in the hand of a fool to get wisdom, seeing he have no heart to it? Meaning there's a hefty price, you know? Meaning there's gonna have to be, well, Isaiah 69. The scripture say, how long, O Lord, until the cities be destroyed without inhabitant? So there's a hefty price to pay for stupidity. There was another one, I think it was in John 12. No. Dang, just forgot. Damn, forgot that precept that fast. You see, okay, Luke, the Lord brought it back to me. The Wadi Bashim, I was shy. Luke 1 is 70. 76. And thou, child, shalt be called the prophet of the highest, for thou shalt go before the face of the Lord to prepare his ways, to give knowledge of salvation unto his people by the remission of their sins. Okay? Through the tender mercy of our God, whereby the dayspring from on high have visited us. All right, let me read that again, man. Read it nice and slow. And thou, child, who is this child? Okay, this is the Messiah, Yahweh Shai, shall be called the prophet of the highest, for thou shalt go before the face of the Lord to prepare his ways, to give knowledge. Let me see, read that. All right, read it again. And thou, child, shall be called the prophet of the highest, for thou shalt go before the face of the Lord to prepare his ways, to give knowledge of salvation unto his people by the remission of their sins. Matthew 1:21. Through the tender mercy of our God, right? Let's see. No, I'm just keep reading. Stay in there. Just keep going, Salakia. It says, to give knowledge of salvation unto his people by the remission of their sins through the tender mercy of our God, whereby the dayspring from on high have visited us. All right. Yahushua is called the day star, to give light to them that sit in darkness and in the shadow of death, to guide our feet into the way of peace. You see? So our people is, bugging out. Meanwhile, the way of peace is already is right there in front of you, in a cheap place of concourse. You can't miss it. And the child grew and waxed strong in spirit and was in the deserts to the day of his shewing unto Israel. All right, so with that, shalom to the elect.